Okay, you called it. I'm a numbers guy. So I'm gonna run through the numbers. Green coffee is, depending on what you get, but we're just gonna say between $6 and $7 a pound. Once you roast it, you usually get between 12 to 14% loss. Means if we just go on average, you've got about 87% left over. So if we take $6.50 as an average cost per pound, divide that by our 87%, we get $7.47 per roasted pound. Everyone always asks about electricity. It doesn't really factor in, but I'm going to go through the math just so you can see that. My electricity is about 10 cents a kilowatt hour, so I'm just going to go conservative. I'm going to say it costs you 12 cents a kilowatt hour. Probably doesn't, but it might. 12 cents a kilowatt hour. My 8-pound roaster takes about 55 amps at 240 volts. That's 13,200 watts over 13.2 kilowatts. Let's just say you end up with 6 pounds of roasted coffee per batch. You can do more, but let's just call it 6 pounds per batch. And you 10-minute roast, 2-minute cool down between roasts gives you 12-minute roast. Means you can do 5 batches an hour. I do that all the time, it's easy. So times 5 batches an hour, 30 pounds an hour. So if we roast for an hour, we use 13.2 kilowatts, and we end up with 30 pounds of roasted coffee. So if we take that 13.2 kilowatts, divide by 30 pounds, that is 0.44 kilowatts per roasted pound of coffee. So if we take that times our 12 cents, that comes out to a whopping 5 cents per roasted pound. So if we add those up, for $7.47 plus 5 cents, we end up with $7.52 per pound of roasted coffee. So now we'll look at your savings, and I'm gonna just go out on a limb here and pick $12.50 per pound as a wholesale price that you can buy coffee for. That's once you factor in shipping and everything else that goes into getting it. I think that $12.50 is actually pretty low. We're gonna pick it anyway. So we'll see how much you save minus $7.52. Gives you $4.98 that you save per pound of coffee. By roasting your own. Take that times 25 pounds a week. It's $124.50. per week times 4. $498 per month that you save by roasting your own coffee. Now let's just take my roaster. The base price is $15,000 for my 8-pound roaster, and I'm just going to add 1,000 because pretty sure you want the auto drop feature. I use it all the time when I roast. I love it. I would hate to do without it. So we're just going to call it 16,000, and we're going to divide that by $498 a month. That is, no, not dollars, this is months. 32.12 months to pay for it. So basically, it doesn't cost you anything extra for 32 months to roast your own coffee. And then after that, it's making you $498 a month. So that's without selling any coffee. So now let's figure out what you could actually make by selling roasted coffee on top of just roasting coffee for your coffee shop. So we've got $7.52 is our starting price per cost per roasted pound. And we're going to say you're going to sell it for $20 a pound. This is your cost. Specialty coffee might be more than that, but you can change your price to reflect that. So we're just going to keep these numbers to start with. So we've got $20 a pound, then we're going to minus $7.52, so our cost of our roasted coffee. And then bags and labels. Bags are usually about 50 cents a bag, give or take. Labels, it's going to probably add up to at least 50 cents a label. So we'll just call bags and labels $1.25 per pound again. So if we do 20 minus 7.52 minus $1.25, $11.23 is what's left over. So that's your margin. And let's just say you sell 10 pounds a week. So that's $112, 30 cents per week is what you're making. Times 4 weeks a month. It's $449.20 per month. That's only selling 10 pounds a week.